Yo everyone, we're back with Trails Through Daybreak 2. Been a bit since the last one, a few days at least. But last time we got all the way through the overture and made our way over to Chapter 1, or Act 1, one or the other. Point is, we got here to Messeldom for the first time. Very pretty place, though not without its problems. You know, homeless people, the like. Definitely not the most upstanding neighborhood compared to some other places. Through no fault of the citizens, I guess. Just kind of a general bad place. Now, I still have a few NPCs to talk to around here. Not too many, but there's a few. I apparently never talked to you. Changing our place one bed. Make as much money you can, we'll keep the doors open. Is that all you had to say? Oh, maybe I just never saw this little piece of dialogue. Everything's all sunshine and rainbows, assuming you know how to avoid getting thrown under the bus, that is. Yep, guess that's all there was for here. What about around this corner here?
Looks like someone doodled. Oh, wait, no. This is called graffiti art, isn't it?
Damn.
Holy moly! Whoever did this has got talent.
Thanks, Judith. No, yeah, that is some nice art. I like the green, It's a nice contrast with the black and the orange. Very nice, very nice. What do you have to say about all this?
What sort of business could you possibly have with me, strangers? You tourists who took a wrong turn? Or are you customers looking to buy some gummies? Don't get all tense. I'm just a small business owner. The people bring the demand, and I bring the supply. That's all.
Is this man talking about what I think he is?
Yep, he deals in illegal substances.
People say Messeldom is a breeding ground for this kind of thing even before the Mafia moved in. Looks like that hasn't changed.
Damn. I think they would have wised up after everything that went down with Almata. And to top it off, he's using candy as a street name. Gummies. Makes me sick to my stomach.
That's the part that gets you?
Well,
Of course it is. My gummies come in different types to suit each customer's needs. You looking to get high as a kite or slow down and veg out? Just let a guy know and I'll share my recs.
Wow. Huh. So you're saying you've got marijuana? Or whatever the Zamirian equivalent is? These two stood out too much, so I felt the need to save them. What in the... Oh wait, no, it's these two! It's the frickin' author lady. Wow, I didn't expect to see these two. It took me a sec to realize the name, but the name combined with the design, and I was like, oh yeah. You never mentioned that this research trip would take us halfway across the country. I was only hoping to push back my next deadline. I mean, take it easy and go cafe hopping. Cronin, you numbskull, you sloppy, thoughtless ogre.
Huh? Are you the one who said you wanted to travel around gathering material? If this isn't working out, though, I can always take you back to Edith to work on that draft.
Wait, hold that thought. I think I just had a breakthrough.
I knew you would, Miss Kokona. That settles it. Let the field work continue.
It's always end up like this whenever Cronin's involved. I'll admit, though, even this is preferable to the agony of artist/writer's block. Oh, there has to be somewhere in this town where I can laze around. I mean, I would assume so. Every place has some places for entertainment, at least.
I didn't realize how crime-infested Messeldom's back alleys were. Still, Miss Kokona and her work are depending on me. I'll keep her safe, come what may. I swear to my life as her editor.
I wish thee luck. Let's check out the sea. Umida! Damn. Sometimes it's nice to look out. Got some seagulls, uminekos when they cry. Those are some very still boats on the water, but you know what? We're not going to think about that too much. What do you have to say, random citizen? Sailor Ramsey.
That's as much as loading as I can handle for now. The amount of freight coming in from the north has really been on the rise. But enough about that. Now that we're ashore, it's time to have the night of my life.
Amen, brother. Amen. Oh, hey. New Tyrell Times issue. Gift for Anyas. And one for Humes. What an animal puzzle. Fun. Got anything interest? Oh, I can... Oh, right. Right, I forgot. Fishing, huh? I guess I should get these, huh? dumplings. How much do these cost? I can... Oh. Interesting. So you can only get a finite amount of those, I suppose. Let's get 8 of these so we can get, you know, a certain amount total. And that should be that. A trio of hatted individuals. Oh, it's Van, and he brought friends. Oh, wait, it's these two. Right, the two that we saw in the prologue. Fancy seeing you all the way out here in Messeldom. Do you know these people, Van?
Yeah, I met a while ago in the capital. They, persuaded me to take some fishing gear off their hands.
Doesn't seem like you're too pressed about it, the way you've been carrying that rod around everywhere.
What can I say? Helps pass the time. Hey, what matters is you're enjoying yourself. I'm just as much of an angling aficionado as these two, so any newcomers to the sport are more than welcome.
It's the same with us. We came to make a rare catch that can be found in Messeldom's winter waters. We also plan on posting a pic of it to our social media account afterward. We just launched it, so check us out when you get the chance. Oh, and here's a little something for the road. You should cast a few lines with us if you're up for it. Fishing bait obtained.
Thanks. Keep it in mind.
Interesting. This is my first time saltwater fishing. I'm so excited I can barely hold my rod in one place. You should cast a few lines with us too if you're up for it. Alright. Ugh, sure is cold here, huh? I guess that's what happens when you're right next to the ocean. Maybe I should buy a hot drink before prepping my gear. You're also, you know, dressed with your arms and shoulders and your lower legs exposed in winter, so that probably isn't helping.
A lot of winter fish are especially delicious, since their flesh is firmer. I know how to clean and fillet them too. Not as good as Grandpa Ahab, but still. Maybe I'll prepare something for Shannon and Makino to eat if we catch something tasty.
Wish you luck with that. We can fish, but I don't...
See what I can catch.
Oh, okay, so the game is like, hey, you can do this, by the way. Shard search. Doesn't look like there's anything too... Oh, there was still some of those around, though.
Time.
Not now. I should wander around and do this a bit, actually. Oh, shit, look who it is.
Oh, not a bad choice at all. Ivan really knows what he's doing as the current proprietor. No doubt I'll stumble across a quality find or two. Well, what have we here? You're Van, yes? We ran into each other a few times last year. You're also a patron of our workshop, as I recall. Rebecca and Chris have been treating you well, I hope.
Oh, that's right. Your children run Stanley's factory in Old Town.
We've been getting by, more or less. How about you, Phil and Cov? Still leaving the work to your kids so you can run off and play? In a manner of speaking. I was in a mood to scour for hidden gems in the north this time. Where that takes me is up to the winds to decide.
Guess the time since we last met hasn't dulled that free spirit of yours.
Maybe rein it back a bit, though. I bet Rebecca and Chris would appreciate it.
No, this guy's kind of a bum that just goes off and does his own thing. I mean, I guess he's making a living while he's on the move, at least, but, you know, he still kind of left his children to fend for themselves up there.
I have a bit of history with the previous owner of this workshop. Ceramics were actually just one of the many fields he dabbled in. As a matter of fact, he introduced me to a variety of rare handicrafts and clockwork curios. This is my first visit since his grandson took over. I have to say, though, Ivan's aesthetic sense is no less promising.
Alright, what do you got?
Come again.
Rare items, vitality drops. No complaints here, though I am almost broke now. And I don't have a single Sepith to my name. Or Sepith mask to my name. Whatever, you get it. Exchanging... Wait, how much does it cost? Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, huh.
Come again.
Interesting to have the exchange shop on the move, but hey, guess as long as it works.
Don't worry, guys. This bathhouse
boy.
in fact, come complete with a sweet, sweet sauna.
So, you looked into that before coming here, huh? Why am I not surprised?
Who would have seen that one coming? Not me. Oh, you're from out of town, aren't you? Any and all travelers are more than welcome to bathe here. Why don't you take this chance to experience our authentic loiles? Loylays are a type of sauna developed in Remiferia and North Ambria, as I recall. I suppose it's no surprise that there'd be one in a northern port town.
Yeah, the real deal is really something. Once you've tried one, it sticks with you for life. First, you hit yourself with something called a Vita to improve your circulation. Then the aromatics and herbs get added into...
Okay, let's stop there before we launch into another rambling session. My, but aren't you a knowledgeable young man? Feel free to drop by whenever you get a chance. Our Loylays will satisfy the pickiest of connoisseurs. Even those born and raised on them agree. We shall see on that. Retirement just isn't for me. I intend to continue managing this place for a long, long time yet. Lately, I've been experimenting with extra aromas and other such methods to meet the experience, to keep the experience fresh for my customers. You can be sure of one thing: as long as I draw breath, this bathhouse will always be on the rise.
Nothing beats a hot bath.
500 Mira? Do I have 500? I guess I do. I didn't think I did. Maybe it was 3,000 that I had or something. That would make sense.
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
I like how we have the two different genders for male and female, and then we have non-binary or gender neutral. It's nice that we have one for each person right now. It's fun. It's just kind of a coincidence that we just have one guy, one gal, and one in
Really hit
between.
the spot.
Come see us again.
Or at least assumedly, you know, that's just kind of what I'm going, because we still really haven't approached the topic of Catra properly, is what I mean. I mean, you know, he wants to be called a guy and everything, but there's certain aspects of it that don't really line up, and it seems like he is hiding more than just being a bit touchy on the subject. And, you know, I don't want to be insensitive about it or anything, it's just kind of... It also kind of stands out because Catra's the only... Despite being called a guy, he also, when in the sauna, wraps his chest. Which is a bit odd in that regard, but I don't know if there's any deeper meaning to that. Like, it's still the second game and we haven't breached that. And I think that we probably will this game because the opening had a shot where it was like Catra in like a dark void or something. And I can see how there would be some connections there. Shit, we should take care of the side quest first before I deal with the main plot. God knows what'll happen if I go too far.
What we got.
9 years ago, happened to lose a childhood treasure of mine here in Messeldom. I know the idea seems a little far-fetched, but I was hoping I was still somewhere in the city. Oh. I was expecting them to go into dialogue after. They usually do that. Oh well. Luckily, it's right up here. Not even a point in skipping once that short of a skip.
So this is where you were. Francisco, right? You're the one who put up the 4SPG?
4SPG? Then you must be...
The Spriggan, yeah. From Arkride Solutions. We just happened to be in Messeldom for some business. Anyway, not to jump the gun or anything, but can you fill us in on the details of your request?
Of course. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Let's discuss this where we won't disturb the others. Aye, aye.
So, your request said you want us to look for something important to you. What would that be exactly?
Right, I suppose that's the best place to start. I'm looking for a music box, one with a little ballerina on top. It has a crank that you can turn to play music. The ballerina will even spin as if she's dancing. Oh, I've seen those before. They're so cute. I agree. It was incredibly dear to me when I was a little girl. You see, my father was a busy man, and because I didn't get to see him very often, he decided to have a gift made for me, to remind me of his love. It sounds like he cared for you a great deal. He did, yes, but unfortunately there came a time when we had to depart from Messeldom. I had no choice but to leave the music box behind. It's been on my mind ever since. I've always longed for the day I could come back and look for it. It's only now, 9 years later, that I've finally been able to visit.
So you're trying to find the music box while you're still in town?
Yes, of course there's no guarantee that it's still here, but if there's even the slightest chance. Even if you can't find the music box itself, any information on where it might be would be more than enough. Does this sound like something you could help me with?
Well, I think I got the gist of your request at least. Yeah, no choice but to leave it behind, though. Sounds like something crazy must have happened.
Yeah, that does seem a little strange. Not exactly hard to bring a music box with you. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. There's really nothing more I can say. I apologize. Well...
Listen, if there's stuff you feel you can't share, I get it. I mean, dealing with complicated matters is practically our whole business. But at the end of the day, you can't really expect us to head out on a search for some music box without having all the info.
I didn't mean to... No, I'm just making more excuses. Hey, I didn't have to be so rude about it. Not like I don't get why you're skeptical, though. Is there a reason you can't ask the police or the bracers for help? I'd prefer not to complicate the situation, personally. I only want my music box back. I did think about trying to find it on my own, but I'm a bit hesitant to go wandering around town. Look, I really would like to help you out, but it's ultimately up to our leader here. What do you think, Van?
Let's see. He's got reservations about telling the truth, but it doesn't feel like it's because of a life or death situation. Still, something's bugging me. Not that that's stopped me before, per se. What to do?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we'll take the case. You did go all the way out of the You did go to all the trouble of putting out a 4 SPG. Plus, it might be nice to do some extra legwork while we're in town.
Thank you so much. Words can't explain how much this means to me.
So, is there anything else you can tell us about this music box? Seriously, any info at all would be helpful, sorry.
Well, my memories can be a bit hazy at times, but I'll try my best. As I mentioned, it's a music box with a little ballerina on top. I think it was made of ceramic? Yes, if I'm remembering correctly, I was told it came from a famous workshop here in Messeldon. Oh, you must mean the Orbital factory across from the public bathhouse.
Sounds like that should be the place we start asking around.
Well, let's get going then. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, time to get to
Prize
work.
possession. Yippee-ki-yay. Hey,
Music box with the ballerina? Again, huh?
That's an interesting reaction. You know someone?
Funnily enough, I happened to come across some old paperwork on it recently, so yes, I do. Well, that certainly makes things easier. Let's start with the simple stuff then. Guessing it was your shop that made the music box. That's right, it was actually crafted by my grandfather, but the request for it was made roughly a decade ago. The order slip mentioned it was a present for the customer's daughter, who wanted to be a ballerina. Money didn't seem to be an issue for the man who ordered it, though. Imagine it must have been a real up-and-comer. That's why my grandfather felt so much pressure to make it perfect. He poured all of his know-how into that thing. I don't think there was a single piece he was more proud of. Huh, sounds like this is more of a luxury item than I thought. Really is, considering the last time I looked it over. Imagine it still praised it at 100,000 mira. His craftsmanship was like no other.
Wait, you've seen it before?
Yep, just last month actually. I'm not sure if you'll be pleased to hear this or not, but an antique dealer brought it in. He wanted me to refurbish some parts of the doll that fell off.
Talk about a coincidence.
I only realized it was my grandfather's work when I noticed the signature on the back. That's what got me digging through our old documents in the first place. Anyway, your best bet is probably going to be that antique dealer. No telling if he still has the music box, though.
Right. If the repair was last month, he may have already sold it. I suppose we should at least try to find him, though.
Yeah. You know if the guy's still in the area? Well, I've seen him around, sure. But I'd be careful if I were you. He's not exactly known for being the reputable type. Word is that he buys some of his goods through the black market. I've even heard that he has dealings over in the underground club in the back streets.
Black market goods, huh? That doesn't sound good.
Well, it's the only lead we have right now. Come on, let's head to that club. Thanks for the info, Ivan.
Yep. Oh, Miss Lanster. Thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedule to give me an autograph. I'll treasure it with my life. No, thank you for supporting me. It's always a pleasure to make a fan's day.
Smooth one. You really know how to please your door in public. The fact that she was even willing to indulge in a Meyer like me is just incredible. At first, I was only hoping to sneak a peek at the filming location during my lunch break. I think more would be just a bother. But then figuring there was nothing to lose, I asked her to sign something for me in between takes. Imagine my shock when she actually said yes. Don't mention it. Indulging in Myers is all part of an actress's job. I'll stop by the theater again once the shoot and my personal business are out of the way. See you then. Wow, Judith's popularity is as strong as ever. The secret probably lies in the way she interacts with her fan base. A collaborative film between Salvatore Gotti and Leslie Lamb, with Judith Erlanster and Nina Fentley as co-stars? It's like a dream come true. And the shooting location being only a hop, skip, and a jump away is the cherry on top. I can't come out soon enough. He's hoping it draws in a massive audience at our theater. Anyways, I wanted to actually to check out a movie because I thought it'd be funny.
Welcome.
What's playing right now? Robin. Whoa, hey. Interesting. It says the genre. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Let's see. Huh. I'm literally trying to think right now because we have 3 options. Maybe we'll just get a chance to see them all. Legal thriller. I can see.
Please silence your phones and enjoy the film.
I'm torn between the top two. I don't want to choose horror because I don't think Catcher would really like it. I don't know if that even changes anything, but if I'm thinking about the 2 people that Van's going along with.
Robin, the lady just
You know what? Let's go with.
now playing at a theater near you.
Yeah, fuck it.
Darkness. Bring it to
Judith and Katra. Alright, there we go. Works basically the same way as the first game.
Judith, you should probably take off your shades when you're inside.
I'm used to it.
Finds a baby crop muncher named Pawn. Raises in secret from his parents and the 2 become fast friends. But one day, he walks into his family garden and finds the field and apple trees vandalized. And the culprit is none other than Pawn, driven to carry out this garden variety crime due to his instincts as a monster. Nicholas berates Pawn, causing tears to well up in the little creature's eyes. The next day, Pawn is nowhere to be seen. 3 years pass. One day, Nicholas hears about a pest digging up the fields in a nearby village, so he decides to pay them a visit. Feelings of hope and dread take hold of Nicholas' heart as he ponders whether he will be reunited with his old friend. And when he arrives, he finds a monster digging up a field, and is without a doubt, Pawn.
Pawn, why are you digging up the field? There are holes everywhere.
You?
You promised over and over again that you'd stop doing this. I trusted you.
They can't even speak words. Cut the thing some slack.
You really are a monster.
Hey, don't be
Why
mean.
did I ever think we could be friends? I wish I never met you.
It's 3 years later. Cut the thing some slack.
There he goes, off into the forest. Hold on. This farm looks abandoned. I
Brother.
don't think anyone's lived here in years.
You suck at this.
I don't see any crops around. So, why would he... No. I had it all wrong.
You
He wasn't
suck.
digging for crops. He was plowing the fields. What have I done? Wait! Come back, Pawn!
You suck at this.
Pawn!
You did this. My day is ruined. How dare you? Utterly atrocious. 0 out of 10. The kids sucked. Pawn didn't deserve any of that shit. Oh shit, we're actually talking inside the theater itself. That's cool. It didn't take long for the story to get its hooks in me. Given my relationship with Theo and Zeros. I didn't even think of that. Although I'm not sure if you can really compare AI with living creatures.
Why would you want to? Both of them are an important part of your life.
Ah, yes, I suppose you're right. So, what are the most important things in your life, Anne? Perhaps it's sweets. Or your truck?
I mean, I like sweets, but I wouldn't call them the most important thing. The truck's up there, though. My partner's a beaut.
Yeah, so, alright, we're getting his list of priorities here. Sweets are lower than trucks, alright? His car is more important than his sweets. If he had to choose between the two, he's throwing the sweets off a cliff. Now the question is, what are the other priorities at the top? Oh, jeez. All those tears mess up my mascara. They were such good friends, but they were torn apart. It's just so sad.
Getting a little misty-eyed, are we? Guess it's safe to say this one's a winner for you.
Where's the sequel where they get back together? They have to make it.
Yeah, I doubt this will get a sequel. Sorry, Judith.
This is so sad. That is so fucked up. Sure, I'll take the damn brochure. Bloop. Bloop. Bada boop. Can't believe this shit. Alright, that was fun. Actually, hold up. We have this. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of stuff. Picture book, cute and trendy illustrations that Anyas is fond of.
I'll treasure it.
You get a lot of points from these, at least. Ramifarian lampshade, perfect item to decorate in your room with.
Thanks.
Somehow I doubt this will actually this will actually show up in his room, but you know, might as well get it anyways. Detailed dress-up doll made to look like a little girl. Enough clothing options to coordinate a limitless number of outfits.
Wonder what this'll go for. Just kidding.
Bottle of distilled liquor, refreshing variety that goes down smooth.
I'll gladly take that off your hands.
There you go. And what an animal puzzle. Oh, that's cool that they have one for Monmart too.
Thanks a bunch, man.
That might have been in the first game too, but I don't recall if so. Alright, that's all that dealt with. Time for the side quest. Yippee!
Normally this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I've got a feeling the owner won't take too kindly for us asking lots of questions. Might be easier to see if any of the dancers know something. Excuse me, miss?
Oh, got a tip for me, mister? Feel free to put it anywhere you want. That's not what we're here for. If possible, we'd like to ask you something. Catcher might act like he's all grown up, but he's still just a little kid, huh? Catcher explained that they were looking for an antique dealer. I'm surprised that Catcher's the one speaking out, considering how this lady's dressed. Oh, you're looking for that guy, are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's here today.
Good. Sounds like we're in luck.
Where is he? Haven't seen anyone matching his description so far.
Hey, the guy just walked out of the bathroom.
Yep, that's him. He's probably got some business with the owner today. Stops by to sell his wares here every now and then. He uses this place as a sort of hunting ground. Finds suckers who are into buying old junk, then pulls them into another room for a sales pitch. So yeah, he's a little shady, but he's also a great tipper, and that makes him okay in my book. I see. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Alright then, see what that guy's got to say.
And bada bing, bada boom. Talk to yous. Hey, you.
Question for you.
I'm not even gonna bother talking to you. Just give me what I want.
Music box with the ballerina on top. Damn, finally got it off my hands and now someone takes an interest. You sold it? Yep, gave it to the new owner a few days ago. Sorry, pal.
I was afraid of that. I figured it wouldn't be so simple.
Mind telling us who you sold it to? The original owner's looking for it. The original owner, huh? Yeesh, I don't want nothing more to do with that mess. It was some old lady. Pretty sure I saw her wandering around over by the docks this morning. Think she was wearing a yellow scarf? Thanks for the tip. By the way, what do you mean by get it off my hands? From what we heard, the former owner of the Orbo factory put a whole load of effort into that thing. The old man is pretty famous at his trade, wasn't he? Kinda expected people to be banging down your door for it. Yeah, well, I thought the same thing. Well, that's why I bought it in the first place. I even brought it down to the club to try and sell it to someone who might be into antiques. Only thing is, every one of them told me that music box comes with a lot of baggage.
Baggage? What do you mean by that?
Sorry, lady, but if I tell you, I'd be wrapped up in it myself. Anyway, to make a long story short, if I couldn't sell it to some sleazeball, I figured I'd just target your average Joe instead. And that's how I finally managed to get rid of it.
Not sure how I feel about you selling something with a sketchy history to the general public. Anyway, we should try and find that old lady and see what she can tell us.
Yeah, if we're lucky, she might be willing to make a trade.
Sounds like a plan. He said she was over by the dock, so let's go take a look. Oh, a music box with the ballerina. Why, yes, I actually just purchased something like that the other day. Looks like we are on the right track. A music box brought back a fond memory of mine. I was so moved when I saw it, I thought, surely Adios must be guiding my hand. You said it brought back a fond memory? Well, you see, I used to teach ballet several years ago. I suppose it's been over a decade by now. One day, a little girl I used to teach brought it in that exact same music box. She said her father had given it to her, and that it was her prized possession. Oh, you should have seen the glow on her face. I was a bit surprised by how lavish it was, but just seeing her enthusiasm was enough to make me smile. How lavish? Unfortunately, a lot happened after that. Her family was separated, and everything in their home was auctioned off. When I saw it, I could hardly believe something so dear to her had been sold along with everything else. I thought, why not buy it myself in case I get a chance to return it? The family was separated? Wonder what happened. Wait a minute. The girl you're talking about must be... Yes, there's no doubt about it.
Did this student of yours happen to be named Francisca?
How did you know?
It can be in a clear picture here.
Goodness, what a wonderful coincidence. It seems Adios really was calling me to buy that music box. My house isn't very far from here. Let me go and get it for you.
That'd be great. Sorry again for all the trouble.
If you'd rather not make the walk by yourself, we don't mind tagging along. That's very nice. Kind individuals, these Arkwright Solution folk. Oh, my old ballet teacher. Gee, my ballet? My valet? Like, what am I trying to say here, bro? I thought I'd never see you again. It's been far too long. I've missed you so much. If no one else, I always hope I'd at least get to see you again someday. I felt the very same. Though it may be a little more than happenstance, I'm so very pleased to see you again. My, look at how you've grown. You've become such a fine young lady. I see you still just as quick to tears as when you were little, however. Oh, you. A reunion after 9 long years. Get a little misty-eyed myself. She must be overjoyed.
Sorry to interrupt your get-together, ladies. But I've got the music box you were looking for right here. Mind checking to make sure we have the right one?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so wrapped up at the moment. Let me take a look. Aw, we gonna get a little tune? Yes, that's it. That's the one my father gave me. It's beautiful. I can tell your dad really cared about making you happy. The melody is rather nice as well. The crank turns just fine, so there's no need to worry about the inner mechanisms being broken. That's a relief. I can't tell you how much it means for me to have this back. And I think you even brought my old teacher along. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you. Thank you so much for all that you've done.
No thanks needed beyond the fee for our services. You know, I actually thought that music box might have been that other thing we were looking for. But I didn't catch a single whiff of anything fishy, so I guess not.
Huh? You thought it was related to Almata? What in the world made you think that? It was just a nice gift from her father. Francisca,
It's okay, ma'am. We're just fixers who happen to have a few run-ins with Almata in the past. Wasn't until we were in the middle of investigating that I started to realize what was actually going on.
I see. So you figured it all out already. To be honest, having to keep it from you was starting to eat me up inside. If it's okay, I'd like to explain. Yeah, I'm still a little clueless over here, so that'd be great. Shoutouts to Judith. Always a good stand-in for the likes of Machias. Just, you know, being the less observant of the group, I guess.
Several years ago, my father was the most powerful man in Messeldom's criminal underworld. His name was Enrique.
Oh, fuck! What the hell? Whoa! That's insane, dude! Holy shit, that's big! That is insane lore drop for this side quest at the end here. Enrique? What? Oh wait, shit, sorry. Enrique? Why does that name sound familiar? I think it was written in Dingo's notes. I see. So your father had the music box made for you over a decade ago, and a year later, Dantes took over Almata. I suppose all this took place while your dad was still at the top of the underworld then.
To be honest, the rumors I've heard about him weren't great.
You're right.
My father did many horrible things while he was with Almata. He used to be a traitor, but his craftiness got the better of him. That eventually led to his takeover of the Mafia. These days, he'd be considered a bit player in the grand scheme of things. But there was a time when he was feared even outside the city. However, my mother and I only knew him. Oh, fuck. As a kind and gentle soul. Just like what he did for me with the music box. All he ever wanted was for us to be happy.
Well, people aren't always what you see on the surface, that's for sure.
Yes. Even so, the people of this town hold his name in contempt. To this day, there are many who carry a grudge against him. I was scared of what they might do if they found out who I was.
And that's why I didn't want to ask anyone else for help, right?
Yes.
Hold on. We read something in a few notes a while back. It said that all of Enrique's family and connections were killed. The truth of the matter is that Francisca was the only one who survived.
9 years ago, my parents risked their life to help me escape. However, in a town completely under Almata's control, there was nowhere for me to go. That's when an informant came to save me.
Dingo?
He told me it was the least he could do to make up amends for selling info to Dantes.
Hey, that sounds like... Dingo. Yeah, must have been him.
Only somebody Dantes thought highly of could have gotten her out alive.
I suppose that makes sense.
Wait, you know Dingo?
Yeah. He was working in Edith as a reporter for a while. Still did informant work on the side, though. Me being a Spriggan, it made sense for us to do business, but in some ways, he was also kind of like an older brother.
This has been an incredible day for coincidences.
I owe him a debt of gratitude as well. You see, several days after that tragedy befell her family, Dingo appeared to me once more to say, Francisca wanted me to tell you something. He wanted me to know that she was safe, but warned me to act as though she were dead. Ever since then, I've kept Francisca in my heart. I can only pray that we might meet again someday.
I see. Makes this reunion all the sweeter, huh? Is it possible that Dingo's still in the capital?
Oh, you don't know.
I always hoped I'd be able to find him someday. He introduced me to a family that took me in as a foster child. If not for his connections, I might never have had a family again. Fortunately, searching for him while Almata was still around was too dangerous. I've always regretted never telling him how grateful I was.
Ah, this is where the choice of it comes in. Well...
What's wrong?
Thing is, Dingo passed away.
Never mind, we're just saying it.
It happened last year while he was trying to follow up on Almata. In the end, it's because of the information he left us that we were able to fight back against Dantes.
Oh dear.
The guy was one hell of a reporter, that's for sure. He even helped me out sometimes, too. A lot of what I know is through hearsay, but he seemed like a real great guy. I remember he saved Marielle when a politician targeted her for digging into his affairs.
Yeah, he was the kind of guy who was always one step ahead of everybody else. So flawless, you almost hated him for it. And he cared about other people to a fault. No matter what happened, you always knew you could count on him. Based on what he did for you, I guess he'd always been like that.
Yes. Even though we tried to feign disinterest,
I could tell he was a gentle soul. Who does that remind you of? But why? Why did it have to happen to someone like him? I lost everything because of Almata. No, Dingo too. I never got to thank him. Oh, Francisca. I know it hurts, dear. Everything will be all right. Wherever he is now, I'm sure he knows how you feel. Man. Always bittersweet stuff, isn't it? Or, you know. Well, I guess bittersweet does work, you know. On one side, she gets the music box back and gets to meet up with the elderly lady again. Former instructor and whatnot, but also learns sad stuff about Dingo. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so emotional. I'm sure he meant a lot more to you than he did to me.
We got nothing to apologize for. It's good to know there's one more person out there who missed him just as much as we do.
I'm glad I finally found the courage to come to Messeldom. I've gotten back so much of what I lost. Irreplaceable things. It's all thanks to you. And despite knowing that Dingo is gone now, even if I can't thank him in person, the least I can do is continue to live my life looking forward.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm sure that's what he'd want for you, too.
Well, that was certainly unexpected. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to take her on her case, though.
That's all, folks.
Damn. That was a really solid one. The stuff at the end there was very nice. Points in both. Wow. Oh, wait, there was technically one little bit of extra dialogue I could get here. Talk to them one more time. Yep. Kind of convenient that we met up in the church for all that talk. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. I ran in front of the road. You know, when I'm in a foreign place, it makes more sense to apologize instead of getting pissed for the people that interrupt me. Is that everyone? I guess there's something I missed there, but it's whatever. Let's get on with the main plot here. This thing, eh? The portal. Hey, you found the portal. Wasn't too painful, right?
So this is what they look like.
Incredible. We're the only ones who can see them. I imagine so, judging by the virtual and virtual router. Though having said that, I'd say this is closer to AR than VR. Ooh, someone's in the know. You're right. This here tech's an example of augmented reality. With it, you can find more spots like these in a handful of places around Edith and convert them into portals. But there's more. Now that's all prepped to go, Marduk support is finally ready for launch. And that's what exactly? Just a little virtual service we're offering to help with things besides clearing floors in the garden. Take a peek next time you go online, Kay.
What does that mean?
Huh? Is this like another place to get into it? Oh, Marduk support menu. Huh?
Want a place to chill? Then look no further.
Whoa. CP. What the hell? Whoa. Interesting. Okay.
Charging now and there.
I like my voice for you better. You should have like some type of southern twang with the way you speak. Anyways, pair data. Wait, what?
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
What the hell? Okay, wait, so what is this? You trade the items in order to get... Oh, so you need multiple of it to actually get it. So now okay, it's a one-time thing, but you basically... Oh, okay. False tail and then inner tubes. I see. Interesting. So you can just like do all this type of shit. Okay, that's actually really interesting. Wait, glittering mirage. Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Thanks a bundle.
Okay, this is
Let me know if
interesting.
you need anything, okay? Appreciate your business.
Activity support. Okay, those are
Want
that.
to play a different song? Alrighty then.
Interesting. So I can just mess around with all the music here. Also, it's cool that you just get this type of stuff here.
Okay, playing it now. Request accepted.
Oh my god, you can just put all this shit in here. That's insane, dude. Dude, I can't believe we got a music player to any degree in Trails. This is just kind of crazy. And from stuff like this, too.
Okay, playing it now.
Anyways, guess what we could... Actually, no, here.
Playing it now.
Dude, that's so fun, actually. That's so cool. That is so cool. Okay, those are all the same. Field exploration.
Good choice. That one's a classic.
This is way too fucking insane of music to just have for all that.
Playing it now.
Liber Arc. I like the idea of just having one per game to start you off. That's really cool. Main menu. Oh my god, the Zeiss theme, dude! Aw, this is peak, dude. Do. Na na na. Ah, and it cuts you off though. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ah, this one too. So many good ones, dude. So I can just change this one though.
Request accepted. Good choice. That one's a classic.
I do like the theme that we currently have playing, but also, dude,
Okay, playing it now. Request accepted.
Zeiss theme kind of works way too well for this. I gotta keep that one on for now. All right, that's really sick. That's so sick that we can just do that. That's so awesome, dude. Oh, we got a new thing down here. What's up? What's that? Don Murasame! What the Oh, you. Whoa there.
Sorry.
Hello, child.
Pardon me.
Okay. Well, that was weird.
Why are we yawning so much? It's not even that late. Sometimes, I think it's something to do with how much I yap and stuff at times. Like, all this talking and stuff gets to me and I start yawning for some reason. Well, someone's in a hurry. So much so that he failed to notice us on his way.
Wonder what had him so worked up. He's headed for the back streets. Maybe worth taking a look around there later.
Back streets, back, alright. Speaking of back streets, to the back streets we go. Actually, what did I get here? Ah, okay, so I just get those two.
Wanna have a little fun?
Wait, I missed something back here? And now we just get a follow-up scene.
Hey, stop right there, you brat.
Damn, with a knife too.
Damn brat! Giving us the runaround!
I'll sue!
You'd best hand over that briefcase if you want to get out of here in one piece.
Oh yeah? Sounds a little overkill to me.
Yo.
How's it hanging, fellas? Pretty ballsy raising a ruckus like this in broad daylight.
True.
Clearly, you're no upstanding citizens if you're pointing a blade at a child.
Also true.
So, what's it gonna be? Wanna try your luck with the cops? Or us?
Shit, it's that Spriggan from the capital.
I can actually fight.
And he's got his lackeys with him. Oh?
You know about us? Word of our forest PGs must have clued you in. Evidently, we can't be too careful.
And let's get one thing straight here. I am not his lackey. I'm barely even an employee.
She's so freaking inherently funny. Just like, hey, keep your facts straight, mister.
Liking makes a difference.
Holy shit.
Anyone who
Big
gets
guns.
in our way is gonna end up 6 Sarge under. Their weapons. These punks might be on the same level as Jaegers. No need to hold back. Let's beat them down quick.
Roger that.
Into the ground. This'll be fun. Band goes first. Little bro's locked in.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Let's see here. Heat a roar. Actually, yeah.
Protect arms.
Turn him around.
Use
Boom! I couldn't really see the thing there, but... Hey, you're supposed to attack the others. Can I change camera angle right now? That'd be kind of cool. Murdering the shit out of my little guy here, can you not? Actually, wait. Let's go, Grimcat.
There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat coming your way.
All right. Oh shit! I thought she would get. Well, shit. Actually, here. Back up fully.
Protect arms.
Right, I forgot I have a Forte and yeah, you just get a lot of shit with this actually. All right, let's just go sit in the corner, Katra. It's for the best. Valiant Larceny, that got an upgrade. That wasn't, huh? All right, let's just go with this. Why don't we? Yeah, that dude's big damage, dude. Holy wow. There we go. Yeah, I'd say that one well.
They weren't all that tough, but their firearms sure packed a punch.
Bet they did.
Uh-huh.
My suspicions are correct. Those weapons might be...
You alright, kid?
Yeah. Not a scratch on me. I'd have been a goner if it weren't for you three. Thank you so much for saving... Whoops!
Whoops!
There they go. All over the street, too.
Slow your roll a sec, alright? It's not like we're gonna run off on...
Is it Almata stuff?
Van? Wait, that's...
Oh, shit. That's a Genesis. Is that one of the ones we already have, though, or the new one? God, this theme is so good. Really has, like, that noir
Luca,
twinge to it.
You said you're looking for your old man?
That's right. It's been about 3 months since he went missing.
Okay.
It wasn't all that unusual at first. He'd always hop from job to job doing whatever work he could get. But eventually, I knew I had to track him down. Even Mom could tell something was up.
Interesting.
Dad left this briefcase in his room, and I figured it might point me in the right direction. But then...
Those shifty-looking men appeared, and they've been tailing you ever since.
Yikes.
Back streets or not, they wouldn't have cornered you like that unless the situation called for it. Don't you have any idea what this is about?
Not that I can say for sure.
That's so. Sounds to me like his pops got tangled up with the wrong side of the law.
I've been meaning to ask. You guys are professional problem solvers, right? Maybe you can help me find my dad? Or, better yet, we could all go look for him together.
Luca.
Except, I don't have much Mira on me. Oh, now what do I do?
Financial troubles aside, those thugs might try and come after you again.
True.
I'd feel a lot better if he had an adult with him, but... What's your call, Van?
There's definitely more going on here than meets the eye. But I'm sorry, Luca. I can't take your case.
Is it because I don't have the money? Or because I'm still a kid?
Nah, that's not the issue. The fact is, your dad's been MIA for 3 months. This is exactly the kind of thing the guild and police are equipped to handle. Better to go to your local authorities before resorting to some spriggan from out of town.
True.
I get what you mean. It's just...
That's an odd reaction.
What, does the kid know something that's unscrupulous?
Chin up.
Lacking
Who knows?
scruples?
We might stumble into some info on your dad out there, in which case, we'll get in touch. How's that sound?
I'm a little disappointed, but... I understand. Let me know if you hear anything. Anything at all.
It's a promise.
Sure.
But in return, you have to promise us not to run into any more danger alone. Deal?
Deal. You guys stay safe, too.
All right. The innkeeper will watch over him for the time being, so we can rest easy.
Yeah, not much room for an armed assault with all the foot traffic this place gets.
So, do you think Luca's dad was caught up in something shady?
Without a doubt. These streets won't turn squeaky clean overnight just because the Mafia's wiped out. Missile Dom's always been on the rough side, but that recent shift is making more waves than ripples. Luca getting jumped might be just another aftershock of Almata's big fall.
I had a hunch that this will lead back to them. It's bound to whenever the underworld comes up.
The biggest tip-off was that photo. It was of the first Genesis. The one Agnes has. Couple that with Luca's pops having criminal ties in the city Almata called home, and it all points to one thing.
You think his father was part of their ranks? But I don't know if they're members in custody.
Almata is a huge syndicate. It's not impossible that a few stragglers slip through the cracks. Not to mention the city was their base of operations for a long while.
So they have plenty of spots to lie low. This just gets better and better. It bears investigating. We might learn something about the legacy in the process. But what should we tell Luca? He seemed to be unaware of what his father was involved in. Then again, he may have had an inkling, judging by his reaction earlier.
Yeah. No matter how well his pops kept things on the sly, Luca still hesitated when the police and bracers came up. I'm not so sure he has the stomach to unmask the whole ugly truth. Not enough for us to take on his request at any rate.
That's just the Spriggan way, I guess. So, what's the next move?
Well, we can't afford to drag our feet with those goons closing in. No way around it. One of us is gonna need to flex her connections.
What are you looking at me for? Hold on, you don't mean... The very first Grim Cat and a famed chansonnier of bygone days. Even as a retiree, she seems like a powerful ally to have in our corner. I'll admit, Granny does stay on top of what goes on behind closed doors. She's practically got a sixth sense for when something fishy is brewing, no matter how big or small. To this day, she'll still go sticking her nose in other people's business whenever the mood strikes her. Wait, I think I'm starting to get it now.
Yep. Chances are her sudden interest in your latest gig isn't just surface level. It's at least worth asking her about.
You're not giving me much of a choice, are you? Grinds my gears to lean on her, but it's probably your best bet right now.
I knew you'd come around.
Shall we head to the shooting location then? Though, now that I think about it, didn't they say they were going to move somewhere else? Yep, assuming things are on schedule, they should be pretty close by. Let's take a look around. Okay, good. I was worried the NPCs refreshed for a second. Only 2 people did, though. Oh, little guy. Broken record. Anything about my dad? Sounds like he's going through a lot. Thanks. Thank you much. Whoa. Sorry, that's on me.
Oh, it's Nina and the rest of the crew.
Nina are. Ah, shit. Okay, hold up. Okay.
Guess this is where they're filming next.
Grammy should be here too. Let's go take a peek.
Pretty simple, but might as well check the remaining of that since I can. And now we're locked in.
What? Their boat's already at the harbor?
That document was forged, Ron. You have to hurry. As for me, I'll try to find out where they're headed.
Don't, Michelle! You've already risked enough!
Heard everyone go. What's happening?
Michelle, are you there? Michelle! And cut!
Nice job. And scene.
Amazing, Nina. I can't believe you landed that in just one take.
Consider me blown away. You were perfect from the second we started rolling.
Well, I couldn't have done it without everyone's input. Oh, Mr. Gotti, what did you think?
I can't speak for Lom, but that was everything I envisioned and more! Eureka!
What is this dude's problem?
I've just come up with a follow-up scene so marvelous, so spectacular, it'll knock your socks off.
Director, please.
Oh my god, he's ad-libbing this shit.
More additional photography? Cut us some slack, sir.
Oh, Judith. And you brought Van and Ketra.
The director's cut is gonna go crazy on this. What is the name of the movie? We're probably gonna be able to watch it in theaters, and that's gonna be fun.
Hiya, Nina.
Hey,
Sounds like things are coming along.
whoop. Press button one too many times. It's so Jover. So, what you doing?
I wanted to thank you all again for helping out with today's shoot. Because of you, my first role opposite Judith is on the road to success.
Glad to hear it. But you should give yourself most of the credit.
Agreed. I'm starting to see why everyone was so charmed by your character in Wolves Requiem.
That's very kind of you to say. This is my first time doing a crossover, though, so I'm still a little unsure of myself.
Crossover combination.
It'll be a challenge, but I've got high hopes for you. Let's see how far we can take this thing.
Right. We'll give them a performance to remember.
Yeehaw.
Hey, Nina! There's something I want
God, he hit in the wave.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there.
Duty calls. We'll catch up later, okay?
Chop chop.
Of course. See you on the set.
Interesting that we're locked in from this, though. Wonder what the hell else is gonna happen.
Man, that girl's got it made. Already a star, but with potential to spare.
Potential woman, I guess.
It hurts to admit, but you're right. Just when I think I've seen it all, she throws me for another loop. I need to start upping my game before she upstages me.
Ha! Now that's what I like to hear.
Hey, Granny. Hey, finally a proper name drop. Took a bit.
Seems sharing the spotlight with Nina was just the kick in the pants you needed. Stick to that attitude and you'll get through my special boot camp just fine.
Grammy! Can you quit it with the super stealth already? And besides, with how packed the production schedule is, you'll be way too busy to train me. Right?
Right? I like that. I like the fact that despite the fact she's graduated from being Grimcat by a long while, she still clearly has the stealth capabilities from all the way back. That's really cool.
Don't hold back on my account. Chances like these don't grow on trees after all.
All right, I'll do it, okay? Just stop giving me that look.
I think I understand why Judith is so daunted by her.
You can really tell who wears the pants in the family.
I hope Judith just hears this and just looks over like, I heard that.
You two are those temps they brought in for the shoot earlier, aren't you?
Never mind.
What business does a Spriggan have with me? Something tells me you're not looking for acting tips.
Locked already, huh? I reckon it wasn't Judith who filled you in.
You'd be right. I've been wise to the scuttlebutt on you for some time. Now, why don't you share what's on your mind?
It's really cool getting to see her family finally. I wonder if her mom's ever gonna show up. I assume if we're seeing the granny that it probably means that the mom will follow suit eventually. I see. Something sketchy's afoot, that's for certain. I've heard talk about this legacy of Almata's, but I can't say the same about them having stragglers. In either case, you seem to be left guessing.
That's what we're hoping to get your take on. The way you're talking, it sounds like you've already done some poking around for the first one.
You'd have to be real thick to turn the other way, assuming it actually exists. Almata's legacy has been the subject of much speculation throughout the underworld grapevine. It's something of an urban legend at this point, especially now that most of the mafia's kaput. Rumor says it's a massive pile of mirror, or some other grand treasure that was left behind.
You want my treasure? Find it if you can.
I don't know. For a time, everybody and their mother was trying to find the thing. But nowadays, it feels like only the occasional gangster or Jaeger is still worked up over it. But haven't the police made a thorough inquiry into Almata at this point? Just how likely is it that something was overlooked? Good question. Word is that they seized everything from shell company holdings to assets squirreled away in foreign countries. Any rational person would tell you there's no way anything of value would be glossed over. And yet some folks have enough ground to believe the search is worth keeping up.
Some folks meaning... All things considered, there's only one real answer.
Oh, fuck me. Them, I guess?
It's gotta be that new weapons manufacturer, Zect Arms.
I was just worried I was gonna mess that up. As I suspected. Something about them moving into that building didn't sit right with me. They must have bought the place in hopes that a certain something of Almata's remained.
Yeah, remember all that heat those goons that jumped Luca were packing? Those were Zect Armed models. The kind you can't get on the market. Common sense that says they've got a horse in the race.
Now that you mention it, I've been noticing a lot of guys in black suits around town. It's a reasonable assumption. Regardless of their methods, it's clear Zect Arms is hunting for something. That fits in nicely with everything else we know. Looks like the pieces are lining up for you. I wager one of them will provide a lead on tracking that boy's father down, too.
Luca's pops know something about the legacy. Zect Arms wouldn't openly throw that much manpower at him if they weren't sure of that.
Isn't it almost evening? Doesn't that mean that Judith has to leave the party soon? Then perhaps this calls for a little digging on that front, Zect Arms started up just 6 years ago, as I recall. They're headquartered in one of the free cities, but their actual operations and what have you are shrouded in mystery. On the surface, they design and manufacture weapons while marketing themselves as a private military company. But beneath the veneer is a whole bevy of nasty business, from testing illegal armaments to inciting conflict in war zones. The thing is, nobody has enough evidence to punish them for it. Not within the confines of the law, anyway. What are you getting at, Grammy? Well, now look at the time. I really should be taking my leave. And Judith, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000,000 times. As a successor to the Grimcat name, it's on you to decide what to make of it. That includes what you end up doing with this.
Oh shit.
Are these floor plans? Whatever you do, don't go making a damn fool of yourself, got it? Goddamn.
Slay. One hell of a grandma. Talk about having an ace up your sleeve.
And it's exactly the one we needed. Now we can give Zect Arms the property inspection they never asked for. Wow. Damn the lighting.
2SP, let's go! Woo!
8:38. Oh shit, time change. Man.
Kid went home then? Yeah, while it was still light out. He wanted to hang around until he heard back from you, but I figured he was better off steering clear. Made the right call.
Back down the Tucum. When do you want to leave, Van? The two of us are ready when you are. No rush, though. Still ahead of schedule.
Now hold on, you're not planning to go out at this hour, are you? It's chilly this time of year, and the area hasn't been too safe these days. Don't worry about us. Just a little errand. We won't be long. You sure? Well, if you insist. It's probably best to push this plan back to as late as we can. Let's kill some time in town before heading over to you-know-where.
Good thinking. We need to finesse this thing so hard that it leaves Grammy speechless. Whatever you say, Judith. Anyway, this is our chance to make sure our equipment is in order. Okay. Oh, getting a call. Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Marhen Garten, so check it out when you get a chance, Kay? Oh shit. Okay, so that's a new thing we can check out. I don't know if there'd be new dialogue and if I should record that, or if I can just leave that alone. What else we got around here? I'm glad this theme is still around. This is a really just solid theme to get. And I missed it a lot. We We can actually walk down here this time. Maybe there'll be some dialogue. You never know. Wait. Aha!
The ocean seems kind of eerie at night, don't you think?
Probably was much worse when Almata was still kicking.
I had a feeling I'd get an active voice if I walked around. Villain cop again.
Cargo ship across the northern sea to Northumbria tomorrow evening.
Wow, shit.
Well, the nation has endured much tragedy. It was still one of the heartlands of northern culture. My gut says that I'll be able to unearth some lucky finds that may have been forgotten in the chaos.
Interesting. Wolf of Winds. Mix of the ocean breeze and the mistral coming down from the northern nations. Basking on them as I ponder my next destination is a deeply moving experience, I find. Sounds like it.
Don't need to be shy now. Come again.
Well, I found one of the more important NPCs to talk to. I don't know if we're going to be doing much more here. I'm just kind of wandering around and seeing, getting the lay of the land here. We haven't really had too much plot progress this time around, but I don't know. Sometimes it's good to just take it slow and just enjoy yourself. The game's just kind of felt like that in general so far. Like, not really too much has been happening, but I've been enjoying what we've got. And, you know, even just getting to see, to finally meet Judith's granny is like a very nice thing. Alright, so we don't want to go over there. That's like the one spot we want to avoid. Oh, wait. Yeah, Nate. That's an important person we can talk to. That takes care of my daily report. I don't wait for the local law enforcement to get in touch. What is it, Spriggan? Here to exchange intel? Sorry to get your hopes up, but nah. I was just thinking about how rare it is to see you taking your work so seriously. Hey, I know a backhanded compliment when I hear one. This job was given to me personally by Inspector Dazwani. I've got no choice but to buckle down. Besides, this is still a part of the Almata case, even if we're just sorting out the odds and ends. What do you know? He's finally starting to look and sound like an actual detective. Wipe that smarmy look off your face. Be sure to let us know if you learn anything new, got it? Yeah. Important case that they're entrusting me with, so I plan on seeing it through as best as I can. It's got me busier than ever, though. With all the people clamoring for my help these days. This keeps up, I won't be able to take my girl out on another date for who knows how long. So you're still with her, huh? Well, you were saying some suspicious stuff earlier, so I don't know how much I trust you on that, pal. But, whatevs. Oh, Nina! Oh, hello there, everyone. Did we all decide to take a bath at the same time?
We'll see how we're feeling first. You're here to relax after a hard day of work, I'm guessing.
Guessing some proper rest is a must after how grueling today's shoot was. Maybe you and me can head in together if the timing works out. By all means. Speaking of which, I was thinking of giving northern-style bathing a try, since they have genuine loylays here. But embarrassingly enough, I don't actually know very much about it.
Hey, admitting that is the right attitude to have as a beginner. First off, you can't forget to whisk yourself with the Vita. That's what they call a bundle of leafy branches tied together to make it.
There he goes. Van never changes, does he? Well, Nina seems to be getting a kick out of it, so I guess we can give him this one. Thank you for the lesson, Van. I'll be sure to try that new bathing method when I go in. By the way, Judith, apparently the woman at the counter is an old friend of your grandmother's. She's been giving me a lot of special treatment. Thanks to that, maybe I didn't need this disguise after all. I wonder if I get anything special if I talk. Just making a pass at that young actress there, so I'll let you stay. You wouldn't believe the kind of riffraff we get whenever a celebrity comes in for a bath. I get plenty of practice at shooing them out the door. Every time Dominique stopped by in her heyday. Wow. Been working here a long while then. Dominique Lanster would even put on a concert in our city's theater every so often. And each time she would stop by to relax in her bathhouse. Friends ever since. That's sweet.
Would you like to use the...
Let me just check. This is a waste of cash probably, but you never know. Alright, it was indeed a waste of time, but I did get our CP maxed out, so you know what? We take what we can get. What's with you? Side quest? Excuse me. You didn't happen to run into an actor in that inn just now, did you? An actor? What's she talking about, Judith? I swear I saw him sneaking in just a minute ago. Oh, him. A guy. Aren't you... Oh, crap. Oh, wait, is it Van? Is it gonna be Van because he acted in that one scene?
You know, now that you mention it, I think they were doing some filming over by the harbor during the day. Maybe it's worth checking over there. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if some big-name movie star was holed up in an inn like this.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And it is dark out here, so maybe I mistook him for someone else. Judith instantly just ducking behind Van. Sorry for the bother. Phew, sounds like I wasn't her target. I wonder who she was talking about then. Maybe it really was just a case of mistaken identity.
Who knows?
There's at least one person that comes to mind, though. Who? You? Sir, could I bother you for a second?
Someone wrong?
Well, kind of. You see, we had a young man come by to check into one of our rooms a little while ago. Dad was busy at the time, so I decided to take care of it for him. The man had the stylish brown hair, and when his sunglasses dipped down a bit, I could see he had these really gorgeous green eyes. Brown hair and green eyes? There's no way it's not him. So, what about the guy? He asked for a corner room, one next to a room that was already occupied. He even specified that he would prefer that the neighboring room be one without any women present. So I ended up putting him in the room right next to yours.
Those are some pretty specific requirements.
Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to avoid being seen by anyone, and it struck me as a little suspicious. Wait, I'm trying to think. I thought about asking him what was going on, but I wasn't sure if I should or not.
Nah, if you thought it was suspicious, there's no need to involve yourself further. Was he alone?
Yes, he's been shut up in his room ever since he arrived. Who could it be? Brown hair, green eyes. They said, like, glasses, though, right?
Got it. I think it'll be a good neighbor. I'll be a good neighbor and check in on him, though. Some of what he said had me a little concerned.
Yeah. So it's gotta be someone we know. I'm kind of blanking, though. I'm just gonna rip it. Let's see. This is his room, right? Who we got? Cluck, cluck, cluck.
Whose voice is in me? Hello? Anybody there? I'm the guy staying in the room next door. You got a sec to talk?
Who the fuck is it? What? Do I know you?
You said you're from next door? What can I do for you? Young lady that checked you in told us a bit about you. Said it seemed like you had something bothering you.
Maybe we're not supposed to know this guy. He looks kind of more like a generic. Maybe it's supposed to just be like another actor. Wait. Could this be like an actor that we saw in like the Tharbad Film Festival and I just forgot?
Now, I don't mean to meddle, but I see. I can understand why my behavior would come across as odd. But I'm sorry. I'd really prefer not to bother you with the issue.
Well, if you can't talk to a stranger, how about a coworker?
Judith?
Sounds like whatever's going on is part of why you were late to filming.
I see. Now I understand why you're here. Let me introduce myself then. My name's Ethan Smith. I'm an actor and I came to Messeldom for filming. However, as you already know, I happen to miss today's shoot.
By the way, oh, this is the dude that Van stood in for.
By the way, Judith mentioned that you took my place during filming. Well, you know how Director Gotti is. When he makes a request, there's no getting out of it. And I wasn't so much taking her place as I was just filling in for a bit. Definitely not planning a career change anytime soon, that's for sure. Besides, seeing you up close, I think it's fair to say your face is far more suited to the big screen than mine is. Actually, now I think about it, I read about you in a magazine article once. You're one of the hottest upcoming stars of 1209.
Maybe not too upcoming given today. Well, I don't think you disrupted the schedule as much as you'd think you did. Mr. Gotti said they'd only need to do a few partial retakes.
You think so? Huh. By the way, how exactly do you three know each other?
I guess the best way to put it is that I was one of Mr. Arkride's former clients. And I'm one of his assistants. Putting that aside, though, why don't you tell us the reason you didn't show up today? I heard it was because you weren't feeling well, but that wasn't true, was it?
Well, you see, it's just...
Listen, I get that sometimes there are good reasons for skipping work. But I'm gonna be real disappointed if you keep trying to hide the truth from us, especially with you acting all fidgety like this. After all said and done, we're colleagues. If you can't trust me, then what does that say about our working relationship?
All right, I get it. It's just... By the way, here's my card. We do lots of behind-the-scenes work if you catch my drift.
Just throws that out there.
ArcRed Solutions? I didn't know people like you really existed. I think I understand how you met them, though.
I mean, that's the short of it, but yeah.
If you can't go to the police or the guild, we're the guys you call. And if that's how you describe your particular problem, we might be able to help you. I guess if rumors have already been spread about my absence, it's only a matter of time.
Nip it in the bud?
Alright, I'd like you to help me drive off a stalker.
Oh, that girl? A stalker?
Hey, keep your voice down. She used to be just another fan. But around the time I started getting popular, she began showering me with gifts and letters. Not only was she sending them to my agency, but she somehow managed to get them sent to my personal address, too. Then I started feeling like I was being watched everywhere I went. Sounds like you were already outside the realm of a little celebrity crush then. Me being late today was because I was having trouble giving her the slip. I'm positive she's followed me to Messeldom. You know, I've heard a little about the mental state of stalkers before. When facing rejection from the object of their affections, not only will most people turn inward, they'll assume they did something wrong. But with stalkers, it's the opposite. They'll get angry at the other person for not reacting the way they wanted them to. It's textbook narcissism. Blah blah blah, narcissism. Yada blah.
She's already that far gone. Maybe it would be better to get the police or the guild involved after all.
Well, I considered it, but it's not like she's tried to kill me or anything. And I don't want this to go public either. It could end up driving my fans away.
What, driving away other stalkers?
But I can't afford to keep holding up production because of this. I just need a way to sort this out amicably.
I think this stalk of yours might benefit from a consequence or two personally, but if that's what you want... Anyway, are you gonna take this case van? Chaos. Damn. Okay.
Alright, we'll do it. So, any idea what the stalker looks like? No, I'm not really sure. I've never actually seen her up close before. All I know is that she's a woman.
I assume that's because she's trying to be stealthy. But, although Ethan himself hasn't seen her, it's entirely possible someone else has. Like someone on the film crew, for instance. Should we start with them? Or, you know, it could be the lady that was looking for an actor outside.
Good idea. Let's go see what they have to say.
I think the crew's doing some teardown work by the movie theater right now. By the way, has your manager tried doing anything about this?
She's actually outside the inn right now, trying to keep an eye out. Not that she knows what the stalker looks like either. Oh, and I did have one other request for you. I'd like to keep this private. Don't worry about that. It's not exactly our first trip around the block. That's good to hear. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the trouble, but I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Time to go solve some problems.
Actor Malefactor. Alright. Might as well go outside. Go outside, go downtown. Okay, yeah, they're just working at the corner here, so that's pretty easy. I want to see if I can creep around, though, because I want to see if we can go to another one of these. It was coming up for Farmhead. Damn! That's kind of crazy. Nothing goes wrong. Both Tharbed and Messeldom will be holding a film. Yeah, both, huh? Hey, yeah, it's gonna be a toughie, isn't it? Okay, we can see another one. Okay, so we can take out two. That's cool. Yeah, we've already seen that one. Let's go this one. Both. Yoink. Curious how this one plans out. Watching movies with the friends, part 2.
Judith, I keep telling you, you gotta take off those shades.
I can see perfectly fine in it with them. Okay, what did Pawn look like again? They were like some type of fluffy monster, right? Not really descriptive.
Robin, a rookie lawyer with a burning sense of justice, is embroiled in a case regarding the attempted murder of a homeless man. The defendant is a high school student named Eric, who is arrested on suspicion of assaulting the man with a steel pipe.
Metal pipe sound effect.
He professes his innocence, however, claiming he was knocked unconscious when he stumbled upon the scene of the crime. Eric also testifies that he clearly remembers the face of his assailant. His name is Virgil Scum, who just so happens to be a major witness for the prosecution and an heir to a large local business.
The rumor mill paints Virgil as a man with a violent streak, but he has thus far eluded the eyes of the law due to his father's influence.
Due to the influence of Sparta? In this case, his father applies pressure on the local authorities and the prosecutor's office to give Virgil's testimony precedence in court. He also throws his weight around with other parties involved, including the law firm Robin works for, but this does little to deter her. Unwilling to let this mockery of justice go any further, she makes her final stand in the courtroom. Virgil, you scum. Oh my god.
As you can see, my client wasn't captured on the security cameras until after Virgil had arrived at the scene of the crime.
I guess I made a good call on
Therefore,
this
I'm calling
one.
the veracity of Virgil's statement into question. I don't believe he arrived in the nick of time to stop the attack. Furthermore, his claim about prying the pipe out of my client's hand strikes me as odd, considering his fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the weapon.
It's cool to see Judith in a role again. Nice art.
In light of these contradictions, I think we can safely conclude Virgil's testimony is a sham.
You're a sham, Virgil.
Don't just sit there, Father. Do something. Stop her from spewing this nonsense.
What hogwash.
I never thought such vital evidence would come out in the final hearing.
Scum.
This is clearly
Cut
a
off.
stall tactic on the
Blast.
part of the defense. It's time we brought this farce of a trial to an...
This may be fun.
Objection overruled. This evidence sheds new light on the case. The trial will proceed. I do not want to leave even a single stone unturned.
So
Not
real.
At this juncture.
Damn, Tool.
Filthy little lawyer's ruining everything. Damn her.
Judith is so special, she gets 2 pictures.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. You believed in me, even when no one else would.
Yeah.
But if this all goes south, won't you be in danger?
I'll be all right. Trust me. I'm not backing down until we get that not guilty verdict. People with power and wealth are not above the law.
Power,
I swear on my badge,
fame,
I will
wealth.
not allow them to taint our
I
legal
said that
system.
the wrong order again. Shout outs, shout outs. What do you have to say about your own film? I'm glad we got to bring Judith for this because she said that one of her hobbies that she hasn't gotten to do much recently is watching her own movies and seeing the crowd's reactions. So this will be fun to get her words on. The portrayal of a victim suffering from false accusations from people in positions of power was, unfortunately, very true to life. The film may have ended with Eric's acquittal, but in the real world, many people in his position are wrongfully convicted.
All the more reason why we need lawyers who will seek out the truth, and also expose the people who try to suppress it. I know this one guy, his name's Wright. Seems like pretty cool guy. Although, I get that's easier said than done.
That's why conducting proper forensic investigations is so important. I know this one lady who's great at that. I think her name was Sky or something? As a researcher myself, I want to do what I can to improve the technology that aids them. Phew! Watching that makes me remember how stressed I was during filming. I had to reread the script over and over again. There was so much legal jargon. Some of those lines were really hard to deliver naturally. Took a lot to practice to get them down pat.
Yeah, I get it. Even if that lawyer character was wet behind the ears, she'd still be comfortable using that vernacular.
I did interviews with real lawyers and went to see some live trials in order to prepare for the role. Damn, that's real nice. It was really educational. Pretty fun to boot.
Hey, all that effort showed in your performance. You looked right at home in that role.
That's sweet. There we go. That's 2 down. Huh. I wonder if this If this extends into like a second day, maybe we'll get to see all 3 in one go even. Nice progress. Cool that we got to see a second movie. All right, ignore the NPCs this time. I know, very rare for me. All right, we gotta talk to these two.
Guess I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings.
Maybe she didn't come this way? Or maybe my assumption was off. Worth a shot. All right. Pretty simple conversation. Didn't really have to go too far on that. I can, however, talk to you again.
Let me ask you something.
You are one of the more fun NPCs in this area, at least. God, sometimes I just don't get it. Anyone like that have been come to the ticket counter? Rather normal. No one's been asking around about someone in the lobby or anything? Don't believe so. Would have stood out to me otherwise. Alright, thank you. Then I guess she didn't come into the theater either. Looks like we still don't have any leads. I have Theo and Zeros running in reconnaissance mode, but they also haven't picked up any clues.
Hello, what's up, Ethan? I've got good news. My manager said she managed to get a picture of the stalker. I'll have her bring it over to you right now. Hope it helps. Sounds like just the lead we've been looking for.
What if the manager is the stalker? Nah, okay. You're the Spriggan, right? Ethan told me all about you. I'm his manager. I really can't thank you enough for your help.
Well, you've got nothing to show for it yet, so you might want to save your thanks for later.
Ethan said you have a picture of the stalker. Would you mind sharing it with us? I was just barely able to get a shot of her. Take a look. Never mind. Huh, she seems really normal. Even a little uptight. Doesn't really strike me as the stalker type. Isn't that the same type of model as Melissa or whatever? Appearances can always be misleading. There's no doubt that she's the one that's been following Ethan around. Now I'll be heading back to the inn to check in on him. Okay.
Of course.
But we saw that. What's with that girl at the start? Maybe that was a red herring? She seems to take her job pretty seriously. I'm sure the situation must be awfully stressful, though. Anyway, looks like this picture was taken outdoors.
Let's check around outside the theater.
Delivery Bosch.
Let me ask you something.
Delivery man Bosch.
Seen this woman by any chance?
But if he...
Stairs going down to the park nearby.
The park, is it? Let's go take a look. Pretty dark. Had trouble making out what she looked like. Some of these conversations are pretty simple and just kind of go point A, B, yada yada. So it's kind of easier to piece around.
Let me ask
Gotta say, it's
you
been a
something.
while since I've had to use the topic feature this much in succession.
Hard to miss.
Turning around and looking all over the place. Do you have any idea which way she went?
Down those stairs over there.
Was she headed for the back streets? Not really the safest place for a woman by herself.
Wasn't alone, actually. There's another lady with her.
Tailing the first one. Huh. Okay.
Let's hurry before she gets away.
Okay, but what if I pick this up while we're already here?
What do we have here?
Artist. Had the brightest idea to vandalize one of my ships recently. Report this to the police, but blowing a gasket over something so trivial will get you nowhere in the city. Okay. Let him get off with a warning is pretty nice. Pretty simple. Let's see, what do we got here?
Boo!
What's up, Zeros? What is it, Zeros? What you got, little guy? Oh, shit. Someone in the crate? Vital signs detected. Vital signs? Crack it open. Oh, shit. This is the woman in the picture. Maybe she was reporting the stalker? Wait a minute, what gives? If she's the one we're after, then...
Looks like somebody got the drop on her.
That makes sense. Are you alright?
Yes, I think I'm starting to feel a bit more clear-headed. Sorry to do this while you're still recovering, but we're gonna need to ask you a few questions. You're Ethan's real manager, right? That's correct. I have my business cards if you need proof. No, that's alright. The picture you showed us is proof enough.
So the other one was the stalker then. Oh! I see now. The stalker secretly took the picture of Ethan's manager on the right, which means the girl we met in the theater lobby was the real stalker. She originally approached me by saying she wanted to talk about Ethan. I tried to shake her off by winding through the back streets, but we got into a fight and...
Bad news, I can't get in touch with Ethan. We need to head back to the inn.
I'm coming too. Also, it's been bugging me, but what exactly are you doing here, Judith? There's no time for that right now. We'll explain later. And back there, and he's not there. Left of the... Yeah, okay, yeah. I know stalkers aren't exactly rare in our line of work, but I never expected her to go this far. We better hurry up and find them. There's no telling what she'll do next.
Yeah, if we just had some kind of lead on which direction they went.
Investigative shards or something? Hey, what's with that stain on your foot?
Oh, that? She stomped on my foot when we were fighting earlier.
On your foot? Wait, that's it! We just need to read the pattern left from the sole on her shoe.
Good idea. Then we can use a shard search tracker.
You can do that? Footprints are very specific. They reveal a lot about a person's style, their gender, even the way they walk. Let's have Theo take a sample of that print. Sorry, it'll only take a second.
Sure, of course.
Beep, 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 beep. Analysis complete. Adding visual representation to shard search imaging. That should do it. We should be able to see where her footprints lead now. All that's left is to follow our tracks. Leave the rest to us. We can't risk taking you into...
No, I want to go too. My agency's problems are my responsibility.
Sorry, this fucking creaky ass chair. I swear to God.
Well, you've got guts, that's for sure. All right, let's go.
What? Oh. I was just like, why is this voice all of a sudden? We already are searching those shards, bro. Alright. Oh, hey. Free stuff. Aha! Oh, here we are. Get over here! Get back here, stalker! Oh my god, that's a big fuck-ass knife! Where'd you even get that? Stay back! Ethan! Looks like you all figured out pretty quickly. Don't try to interfere. Ethan and I have something very important to discuss. Please help me! Look, just calm down. We can talk about this. This is exactly what I wanted anyone else to get involved. Look what you've done, Ethan. All I wanted was to talk things out, just the two of us.
There's nothing to talk about. You claim to be a fan, but then you go and do something like this? You're crazy!
Ethan, wait. Don't antagonize her.
Look, just back away from him and we won't have to get the police involved. Our client doesn't want that anyway. Surely you're not willing to throw your life away for one man, are you?
What do you know?
I believed in him.
But then he just threw me away like garbage. At least if we both die here, we'll be together for eternity. Right, Ethan? Eh?
Threw you away?
Wait a minute, wasn't she just a fan?
That's... Don't listen to her, she's completely flipped her lid! Just hurry up and get me out of here! Actually, I think we should hear what else she has to say. You may have made the request, but I'm the one who gets to decide how it's carried out.
I was a fan. At the start, anyway. Oh, you got intimate, I'm guessing?
But he seemed to shine so brightly, I ended up falling for him. And then I wanted more. So I sent my contact info in one of my fan letters. I even tried to get his attention at one of the events he was at. And he finally started to recognize me. We even had dinner together one time. Stop, please stop talking. Ethan told me he loved me.
He told me I was important to him. To hear him say those words made me feel so warm inside. But eventually he didn't want to see me anymore. He wouldn't even answer my calls. You ghosted her, bro? I mean, listen, she's crazy, but also not cool.
That's not what happened. None of that ever happened. I don't even remember your name. I didn't mean that.
What the fuck? So what did you mean, Ethan? That you took advantage of a fan? This is a lot different from what you told us at the start.
So what if I did? I'm a young single guy. Why shouldn't I be allowed to have some fun once in a while?
Wow, dude.
Ever since I got popular, I've been so busy all the time. I just wanted someone to take my mind off that work for a while. And you got to play romance with a celebrity. Don't act like you didn't get anything out of all this.
What the fuck? Okay, you're just a dickhead. Kill him. You know what? You got a big ass knife. Just stab him once. Can't believe you. You're ready to commit murder over this dumpster fire? That's ridiculous. You don't need to keep letting this guy hurt you any more than he already has. So please, just put the knife down. I can't. Don't you see? I've done so much for him. There's no going back now.
Stop, don't come any closer.
How should we deal with this?
Let fate decide is fucking crazy.
Oh my god, can I just watch this guy get killed? That would be so fucking funny, actually.
Wait, catch her off guard. Oh my god.
Dude, having 3 choices is fucking wild, by the way. Fuck, I'm so fucking tempted. You have no idea. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Hell, it's not like any of this is my problem. Let's just leave it up to fate. Fuck it, man. Actually, now that I think about it.
Man, what are you doing? Stay back.
You're stalling because you're still trying to decide what to do, right?
Damn it. Damn it. Fuck, this game's cowardly. Coward.
How about this? Let's leave it up to a coin toss.
Are you serious?
Just a little wager to see who's got better luck, that's all. If it's heads, you 2 start dating for real, and announce it publicly. Tails, you cut all ties and you never come near Ethan again. What do you say? Want to try your luck?
That's ridiculous! Surely you could suggest something better than that?
Think about it. You got a 50-50 chance to be done with her forever. Pretty good odds, right? Either way, no one ends up getting stabbed.
Yeah, pretty good.
I see. To put it that way, I guess it's not a bad idea. Even if it comes to heads, I could probably still talk my way out of it.
There's even the slightest chance we could be together. Okay, I accept.
That settles it then.
Oh man. I hope that Van rigs it so they get together. It'd be so fucking funny. I don't think this guy deserves that the happiness to be away from her, honestly.
What's wrong? Sure you okay with this?
Huh?
Even if you do end up with Ethan, what do you think is going to happen after that? Probably already know where I'm going with this. Before you decide what your next move is going to be, I need to think long and hard about what will really make you happy. Don't think about what anybody else wants. Think about what you want. This is your last chance.
Dropping out of the toss. And I won't ever get involved with you again.
That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, of course. It's all I wanted in the first place.
I did it, I won! I knew I was in the right all along.
Boom! Holy shit, what a fucking haymaker. Went through him on that. Ugh. Now we're even. We'll have to stew on what happened. Wow. Head home in the morning so the grips are at the station to say their goodbyes. What a sack of shit that guy is.
Are you sure this is okay? After everything I've done, I just feel like I need to make it up to you.
That won't be necessary. Ethan is the one who brought this on himself. What he did was a breach of contract, and our agency will make absolutely certain he's penalized for it. I suppose I'm at fault as well, for not realizing what was going on, I mean. Hey, I'm sure you did everything you could. At any rate, I think we can settle this privately. I understand. Thank you. Well, I should be going. Goodbye. Thank you for saving Ethan.
I mean, we didn't exactly do it for free.
I'll be heading off as well. I need to go grab Ethan and head back to the hotel. That was a kind of funny outcome, but damn. No, I had no clue what you were dealing with that whole coin toss bit. Warn a girl next time, would you? I guess she just wanted a little affirmation before making her decision. Frankly, though, I'm just impressed you managed to pull that off. You look so confident about it, too.
Well, it's just like they say, you know. More than one way to skin a cat.
That takes care of that.
Kind of gross.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Is that going to be double chaos?
Yep.
Boom. Damn, that's a big leap to get to. Hold up. Okay. I'm going to save. But I also want to reload. Okay, it turns out I didn't have a save, so I can't go back to see it. Whoops. It's whatever, though. I just thought it'd be funny, because I kind of wanted to see... After that one didn't turn out how I thought it would, I kind of wanted to see... whatchamacallit, the other one. I'm really good at speaking words, clearly. Doggy. I thought it was like a giant-ass bird for a second. Don't ask me how. So that side quest is back past where we have to go. Let's see here. Can I sneak by? Or are we just straight into this? Oh, I can't sneak by. Let's go. Actually, we're very... No, I should probably stop it now. We'll have a bit of a start on next episode dealing with that side quest, but for now, I think we've actually reached a good stopping point. And I need to trim these NPCs for next time anyways. So, next time on Trails Through Daybreak 2, we will go see what's up with Zect Arms and deal with that last side quest. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this. It's not very... Like, you know, it's been very low-key and we've just kind of been going around doing side quests and NPCs and stuff. But it's a new area, and even if there's not much going on, it's just enjoyable enough as is for now. But as long as I'm trimming the fat and whatnot, it makes the episodes themselves not feel as long because at least more stuff's happening. So, yeah. Next time on Trails Through Daybreak 2, we'll go see what's up with Zect Arms. Thank you very much for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.